I want to cook off some asparagus for dinner. I actually just watched about 20 videos to see if I've been doing it right. Here's what I learned. First, wash your asparagus and then do the bend and snap, which is really just telling you like where it's fresh versus woody. You can do this with all of them, or you could take a couple of these as a guide and then just do a chop on the rest. I think I'm going to do that. A little bit neater of a process. So asparagus washed and trimmed, and the two ways that I do it are pretty much standard. Roasting at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, olive oil, salt, and pepper. The other common method is the frying pan or stovetop method. The one thing I noticed is a lot of chefs heated the pan up really hot with some oil. A couple of them put in minced garlic right away, and it kind of got burnt. I don't love that flavor. The other thing I noticed is they often just laid just a few spears across, but if you have a big crowd like this, it does kind of get crowded. So one chef I came across actually blanched his asparagus first. I like that idea, so I'm going to do a little hybrid combination of that. So in order to get that sort of hybrid blanch and then fry, I'm going to start with a cold pan, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, along with a couple smashed garlic cloves that I'll remove later, and also a couple tablespoons of water. I know it sounds unusual. And then all of our prepared asparagus right in, pan on high and covered. Now this pan doesn't have a lid. It's a 12-inch skillet. So I get around that by covering it with a cookie sheet. But be careful when you remove this. Definitely use a towel or a hot pad because the cookie sheet will tend to have a lot of heat too, but it works really well as a lid. That oil and water doesn't like one another, and it's super great, lots of pops. And let's talk about how we're gonna finish this, and that is miso paste. I love white miso. Along with miso, a squeeze of lemon. So I'm gonna make a little sauce for that. All right, we're gonna take just a couple tablespoons of miso, bring it up to an acidity that you like. You can taste this and add a little bit more miso or add a little bit more lemon. I think I'm also gonna thin that out with some water. Look at that. That will be terrific. Okay, the asparagus has been going for a couple minutes. It's funny, the sound changes once the steam starts to dissipate. I'm gonna, again, tilt it away from me. Make sure I'm using a towel because this pan is hot. No problem if you have a lid. And really most of our water is gone. Since we haven't stirred them very much, we've got some that have a great char. And now I'm gonna leave the lid off and let them finish up a little bit more char. Make sure you get good contact with the pan. I think it's a good time to pluck out our garlic cloves, and we're on the home stretch. I'm actually gonna cut the heat. I think the pan is hot enough. And add in all of that yummy miso and lemon. Let the residual heat of the pan help to make a nice coating. Ooh, they're hot. I can't wait. That miso just gives it this super deep flavor. You don't quite know what it is. It's like Parmesan cheese. I think it's very unique. It's a great coating. Actually, like really wraps the asparagus. Let's go ahead and get this plated up. Try and get all the spears facing the same way. Somewhat neat. A pound of asparagus is post-workout food, right? No woody ends because we trimmed them the right way. Nice little hit of garlic. That is such good flavor. This miso lemon glaze is not only good for asparagus, but also green beans, other vegetables, broccoli. You should try it. These are how I like my asparagus. How do you like yours? Let me know. Our miso. I'm gonna give our beans just a little toss. A pound of green beans is post-workout food, right? That's so good.